Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, November 1st, 2021, and I am Sierra Dyson. We are back with another broadcast where we will keep you up to date on activities in Stephenville and the surrounding areas, as well as inform you of news from around the globe. Today, I will be talking about voting on alcohol, a family murder, the COVID death tolls, and more, all coming up next on Texan TV. In campus news, originally founded in 2011, October 31st marked the 10-year anniversary for the Tarleton State University Southwest Regional Dairy Center. When the center was first opened, it was under the direction of Dr. Barry Lambert, who is now the interim dean of Tarleton's College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. For the past 4 years, Dr. Barbara Jones has taken over as director. Along with the many research projects taking place at the facility, the center holds classes in topics such as environmental stewardship, dairy production, dairy farm evaluation, and lactation physiology. In local news, in June, a collection of signatures was turned into the county clerk's office, allowing the county to hold a special election involving alcohol rules for the county. Erath County residents will have the opportunity to vote on the removal of private club requirements in restaurants and the dry status for packaged liquor sales. Voters will also be able to vote on 8 Texas constitutional amendments referred by the state legislature about essential caregivers. Voting will be open Tuesday, November 7th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Erath County Courthouse, Texas AgriLife, and the Texas Bank in Stephenville, as well as the Dublin County Annex in Dublin. And now, today's Texas, national, and international news from the Associated Press. Yesterday, a 30-year-old East Texas man was charged with the murder of his 53-year-old father. Authorities claimed that Blake Foxworth called 911 Thursday, claiming during an argument he had stabbed his father multiple times. When the authorities arrived to the scene, they found Foxworth's father on the couch covered in blood. The father was rushed to the hospital in Tyler by helicopter, but later died. Foxworth was arrested for assault and later served in jail with a murder warrant. He has remained in jail with a bond totaling over $1 million. In national news, after a pilot greeted his passengers on the public address system with "Let's Go Brandon," Southwest Airlines has announced they are conducting an internal investigation. "Let's Go Brandon" is a growing phrase around America insulting President Joe Biden. This phrase took off on October 2nd after an NBC sports reporter suggested the crowd, who was using vulgar language, was saying "Let's Go Brandon" in honor of Brandon Brown, who won the NASCAR race in Alabama. However, it was audibly clear to the viewers that the crowd was chanting profanities about the president. Southwest Airlines Company has said in a statement that they will address this situation directly with any employee involved while continuing to remind all employees that public expressions of personal opinions while on duty is unacceptable. In international news, just 2 years into the pandemic, the global death toll for COVID-19 has recently hit 5 million. The current world population is 7.75 billion people, and out of that population, over 247 million people have suffered from this disease. COVID-19 has now become the 3rd leading cause of death in the world, just slightly behind heart disease and strokes. The United States is currently leading the world with the highest death toll, although a recent shift in the disease's location might place Eastern Europe and Russia in danger of taking the United States' spot. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. President Biden is expected to ask world leaders to commit to big measures to battle climate change. The president is still trying to gather support in the U.S. for environmental initiatives as he attends the Glasgow, Scotland Climate Summit. President Biden left the G20 summit in Rome saying that Russia and China didn't show up on climate commitments. He also joined the leaders of the UK, France, and Germany, calling for diplomacy to stop Iran from gaining a nuclear weapon. Authorities in Joliet, Illinois, outside Chicago, say a shooting at a Halloween party killed 2 people and injured more than a dozen. Witnesses say it appears that 2 people fired shots early Sunday. The trial of Kyle Rittenhouse is set to begin Monday in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He's accused of killing 2 people and wounding a third during a protest over police brutality in Kenosha last year. Rita Foley, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports, on Saturday night, the Tarleton State Texans football team hosted the defending NCAA FCS national champions, Sam Houston State. It was Tarleton's quarterback, Stephen Duncan, who had the career day. He went on to throw for a career high of 403 yards, as well as threw for 4 touchdowns. It marks the first time the Texans had a quarterback throw for over 400 yards since Ben Holmes threw for 451 yards against Western New Mexico on November 16, 2019. However, Duncan's performance wasn't enough as the Texans would go on to lose the ballgame 45-27. The Texans are now 4-4 on the year and will host Lamar for their next game on November 6th at 6 p.m. And now for weather, we turn to Nick Ratcliffe.
Good afternoon, Texans, and happy November 1st. Today we're going to have a high of 78 degrees with a low in the 50s. For the rest of the week, we're looking at cool temperatures with a high in the upper 50s and a low in the lower 40s. Stay warm, Texans, and have a great rest of your day.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee, channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable, channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by the Texan TV staff. Be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions about today's stories in the comments below. Have a wonderful day, Texans.